Hey, Scott Russell, I got a bit of a encouragement for some of you folks that have been involved in organised religion. You've been involved in knowing there's a plan or a vision or a purpose for your life. And somewhere along the line, you got waylaid, you got distracted, you got discouraged, you quit on that thing, you got misunderstood, mistreated, abused, misused, whatever. And you've given up and you've just sort of thought, that's it for me. And gone on with life. And I remember talking with somebody fairly recently that was saying, I've just never fulfilled what was there for my life. And I wanted to speak to that today because there's so many of us, it's probably each and every one of us, have had some sort of divine purpose that's been put into our life. Many of us have never taken the time to walk in it, or we tried to take control of it and walk it ourselves. And as we tried to control it and walk it ourselves, we actually got discouraged and all those things that I mentioned, and we quit out. Now's the time to pick it up again. Now's the time to rise up in yourself again and start to say, I was born for this moment. I was born for now. Of all the time in history that you could have been born, you were born now. And, the world's coming apart in so many different ways. The globalists are doing this and these people are doing that. But you, my friend, have something that God has put inside of you. And how real do you want to get with that? And we can say, well, I'm making money, I've got my career, but somewhere inside of you, some of you folks listening today, inside of you, deeper inside of you, you were born for a bigger purpose. You know that you were born to be able to change the world that's around you. You may not change the whole world, but you'll change the world that's near you. And in doing that, it becomes it's mitosis, right? 1 becomes 2, 2 becomes 4, 4 becomes 8, 8 becomes 16, 16, 32. The cell divides. And I think as we speak and we start to use the gifts, the plans, the purposes that God's put into our heart, some of you, it's been from childhood, things have been there that have been buried. As you dig that up, as you allow God to come back into that and breathe life into the dead places in your life, I believe mitosis is going to happen. You're going to start to speak where you would have kept your mouth shut. You're going to start to speak into situations and lives with love and care of what God would have. You're going to see 1 become 2, become 4, and it will start to change the world around. So, I'm not one of those ones that's doom and gloom and thinking, gee, it's the end. I do think it's the end in many ways, but I think we are the answer. And I think that many of us, God is going to cause a fire to rise up inside of us to start to live what we know we should have been living all along. So I want to just put that word out there for some of you, some of the Peters, the Johns, the Marys, the whoever's, Sallys that just need to step up and go. It's time to reclaim your life. And you might look at what's around you and think, I'm so bogged down in where I am. I'm so trapped with what I've got. Just start to bring it to God and then just let go. Start to take those steps. Because I think if we start to rise up as the people that God's ordained us to be, then we're going to see a lot of change come into this world that's in the positive. So step up is the word for you. Redig those old wells, those old things that have just been lie dormant and in you, maybe not actions, but in the spirit in you. Let it come alive today in Jesus' name, right? God bless you.